to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulls will put total leather and we'll get started. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big.
Quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. The aerial assault continues. Safe completion on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able. Right there. So the USF Bulls offense has the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got his man. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Going to the running game. Brought down after a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Using his feet. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulls.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
7, Tulane, 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Tackle on the play at the 39-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
7, Tulane 0.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Got his man downfield. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking for a crease. It's Barnes. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes his connection. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Looking left. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that.
Off he goes. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, South Florida.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Florida, 17. Tulane, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Second down.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's McClure. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
Back to the air one more time. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Williams. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Still looking on the move. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Brown will throw it. He'll pull it down. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. First down for this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, they weren't able to come up with the completion on that play, but let's point out a positive here. How about the pass pro up front by this offensive line? They did an outstanding job giving their quarterback time to throw.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
Number 49, on to kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the...
Running toward the tape. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Makes the grab.
I mean, what a great route on the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The give to the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. On the move, it's Barnes. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
Good enough for 1st down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Offside defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. First down here for the offense. RPO complete to open the drive. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll go with a direct snap. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Preston. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads it left. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's McClure. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. bulldozes him. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a second down play. He's taking the shot, and he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
The clock is at 40 seconds. They'll line up for the onside kick and try to save themselves in the waning moments. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And they'll take a knee.